Good morning and welcome to the Anthony Petitti Organic Gardening Show. I'm Cindy Petitti here with you. Here we are. I cannot believe, where we are in the month. Third Saturday of August, getting ready to get ready for the Stark County Fair. We have so much going on. Prep for that. Summer issues in the garden. We had so much rain this week, and now here we are, the warmer temperatures again, the humidity. So lots of issues everywhere, and we have a lot to discuss and talk about. So we're going to go ahead and get opened up in a word of prayer. Father, we just come before you, thanking you for your goodness and your grace, Father, for reminding us to show that same grace and mercy to others, Father. Just continue to help us do that as we remember and be thankful for the grace and the mercy that you show us. Father, just help us show that to others. And where they are battling, show them that mercy. Father, just keep reminding us of that. Father, we just thank you, and we just ask that you use our show to help others make and take care of what you have given them, and just use us, Father, for your glory. Let me be a vehicle for you, Father. And I just thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, we want to thank all of you for listening, and special little thank you, shout out to Andy. He's back from Florida for a couple weeks, able to listen live on his radio instead of having to go to his computer. So this is nice having Andy back listening. He has been a friend for a long time. We met when he worked for the repository years and years ago. Him and his beautiful wife, Millie, have retired and gone to Florida, and he was back for a couple weeks getting their houses ready to sell. And so just wanted to shout out and say hi to Andy, and for thank you, not just for listening, but always being a wonderful supporter of our show and our business. Well, many of you are dealing with issues right now, and there is a rampant of different issues. The rain this week has put stress on vegetable gardens. It was needed at first, and then it put some stress on us. A lot of your pots and containers, all of that rain beat them up a little bit, and so we are battling, and all the farmers, well, we all have a muddy mess in our barnyards. So we're all dealing with the rain and its issues in some aspect or another. Thank goodness. Late here in the week, we didn't see much rain, so things are starting to dry out a bit. But one of the issues that people were asking about this week were weeds in the lawn, and we definitely have this issue in the organic world. We battle with weeds just like everyone else, and in the lawn, they are difficult to control organically, and but there are things that you can do. And so Weed Beater FE, and the FE, if you remember from chemistry class, we've talked about this in the past. The FE is iron, and the Weed Beater is a high doses of iron that when it is applied to the broadleaf weeds in your lawn, it kills them because they cannot handle that much iron. The iron is really good for the grass, which are monocots, and the dicots are the broadleaf weeds. They can't handle it. There are problems with this. It doesn't last quite as long. And so I do feel bad for all of us, because I am included in this, how difficult it is to control weeds in the lawn organically. The Weed Beater FE does work, but you really do need to apply about every 6 to 8 weeks to have good control. This is the thing, though. If you have a lot of weeds right now and you need to use the Weed Beater FE, you are going to have to use it, like I said, about every 6 weeks, especially if you have a lot of weeds, and be very consistent with it. But once you get the weeds under control, you really won't have those issues because the grass will start to grow and fill in all of those spaces and choke out small weeds as they're starting to come on. So you won't need in the future to use near as much. It's just right at the beginning. And that's why some people say, let's get them under control with a chemical, and then we'll use the weed beater as a progression on and on and on. But I like to control the weeds organically from the beginning, and I know there's a lot of controversy over this, that there's such a small amount of the weed control that's put on. It's a liquid. The chemicals are put on, and it just stays on the blade. It doesn't get into the soil, and that is a total difference of opinion. I don't really feel like that, and I don't want to take that chance on putting that chemical down to control the weeds. So I like the Weed Beater FE. And you, like I said, you'll want to put an application down. And like I said, again, if you have a large amount of weeds, put your application down on. You want to do it on a nice sunny day when it's not going to get diluted by a rain in the next 24 hours. If you can, get it down and have that much time without any rain. And then do another application in about 10 days to 14 days. That second application quickly really will help drive down those second batches of weeds that want to come up. And then the next one about 6 weeks later, and then get on that routine that first season. By the second season, you should be fine doing every 8 weeks without a problem, and you won't have to worry. Then also you're going to be doing your organic application. And right now, like we spoke of last week, there's some rust in some of the yards, and you'll notice it on your feet. An extra application of one of your organic nitrogen fertilizers is going to really help that. But we are in that application. If you are on like a 4-step application, we are about at that 3rd step. And you would be putting down an application of fertilizer right now anyhow, so that's going to probably push that out. But that Weed Beater FE does really work wonderfully. Again, though, remember, you're going to have to do a few applications, and you really want to make sure if you are battling some really tough weeds like the ground ivy, the wild violets, those ones are really tough. Make sure that you wait only that 10 days and get down another application just as they're shooting back up so that you can get that photosynthesis stopped and that root system will die off. And you'll find that you have much better luck with all of that. So we are having some other people still dealing with the squash vine borer. And myself, Sarah, and I have some squash planted at the store in containers. So even containers have the squash vine borer issue. We must have missed one with the DE. We have several containers. Sometimes we try to skip and do some testing, and it's not worth it. You just need to just really get that diatomaceous earth dust or the Captain Jacks on that stem very early on, and then also spraying it on a regular basis with the Captain Jacks on the bottom sides of the leaf so that you can kill off the beetles, the squash vine borer in that egg stage, get everything killed before that borer bores out of the stem of your plant and kills it off. So we got to keep up on these things. In the perfect world, we wouldn't have these, but then, this is not the perfect world. That is yet to come. And someday we'll be able to grow squash without squash vine borer, but as of today here on this earth, we have to. And so these products are going to really help you get through that. A lot of you also this week has been in that has fruit trees, and you are battling some peach issues where your peaches start to ripen up, and then before long it is within a day or two it is half mush. There are some of the products from Bonide, like the orchard spray, but if you wait until the peach is half gone, it's too late. You really need to get that on soon. So if you were picking your Red Havens this past week and you have seen it on them, you're too late. But for your later peaches, go ahead and get them sprayed. You can stop it quickly. And remember that the orchard spray is an all-organic, labeled for organic gardening, and can be sprayed up until the day of harvest. So you want to go ahead and get that done. Remember, in the future, springtime, you want to spray the tree. After you have full leaf out, you want to spray again. And then as soon as you have any fruit formation, spray again. And to be on the safe side, I know a couple people that spray about every 4 weeks from the time they have fruit formation. When it's tiny and little and hard as a rock, they spray, and every 3 to 4 weeks they spray, and they have no issues, period. None at all. It is amazing. So those are things you can do. If you are growing peaches, we have that product. If you don't grow peaches and you just need some, we have peaches at the store, some from our tree, but our tree actually I think is probably, they're all gone. But Blueberry Gary, our blueberry farmer, he also has peach trees. He brought over some peaches last night again. So he has been having a wonderful harvest on his peach trees. He brought us over, I think, some on Wednesday, and then again some more last night. So we have peaches today at the store. If you want some fresh, local, organically grown peaches, stop by the store. We have those ready to go for you. Many of you are still battling some other diseases like powdery mildew, black spot, and little bits of blight are showing up on our tomato plants. We have just some different types of leaf spot diseases going on roses. So if you are battling these diseases, the Organicide Plant Doctor can be sprayed or can be used as a systemic, is a product that we are highly recommending this year. We are having amazing luck with it. Even some root diseases, we are having wonderful luck with that Plant Doctor. So you'll mix it up in a watering can. If you're going to use it as a systemic, you will put it down into the soil, in your pot or container, or even in the earth. And we are finding that we have wonderful, wonderful luck controlling those diseases in the soil. Also, if you mix it up as a spray, you can spray the plant and really halt those blights and powdery mildew and the black spots. Well, we are halfway through our show, and we're going to take a short break and hear from our sponsors, Habitat for Humanity and Bull Country Compost. Both wonderful, wonderful companies, local, supporting local events and local folks. We will be right back. Well, thank you so much for staying with me. And thank you again to our sponsors, Habitat for Humanity and Bull Country Compost. Bull Country Compost, you all know I use it for literally everything. I amend my containers with it. We use it when we're seeding lawns. I use it as mulch around my fruit trees. Just use this product all the time, and want to thank them for sponsoring our show. And Habitat for Humanity, I cannot say enough about that organization. And the Restore is great. They had this beautiful little round table that we were able to get for our new house. So we're very excited about that. And just a wonderful, wonderful business, nonprofit business at that, and they support so many families. So it's a wonderful company business to support. You're not only supporting the ones that you see there working, but so many families throughout multiple counties. And it's a wonderful, wonderful organization. So we have some other questions and some other issues going on. The humidity over the summer and the high heat, a lot of people are noticing fleas. And we always battle fleas at the farm. The chickens do not eat as many fleas as other animals do, like quail and different other types of fowl will eat a little bit more. We battle with the fleas, and we have cats. So that is definitely an issue. And I can't cover the entire store with diatomaceous earth, but it does really work, and we are having some really good luck getting them under control, and so can you. In your house where you only have 1 or 2 pets, it's very easy to control the fleas with diatomaceous earth in your house. And on your dogs, a spumocid application, you can get it in different forms, but spumocid is a great organic bacteria that will attack the flea eggs and it doesn't kill them, it stops them so that they can't develop into the next life stage, so then they die off. I have wonderful luck with that on my dog to control the fleas. If a cat brings in fleas into the store, we cover the rugs, even the concrete, with diatomaceous earth at night before we leave. The next morning we come in and vacuum it all up, and we can really control the fleas quite quickly. With the animals and people running in and out all the time, of course they're going to bring some back in, but we do it again and we have great luck. So if you are battling with fleas, actually some people even swear by diatomaceous earth for bed bugs. You can put it all over your home and wait 8 to 12 hours and vacuum it up, and everything is gone. So it's a wonderful, wonderful product. So if you are battling fleas inside or outside, people will put it all over their yards as well. The diatomaceous earth is a wonderful, wonderful product. I wanted to let everyone know, of course, that the Stark County Fair will begin soon, the 31st, actually 10 days from today. The fair will begin, and there's things going on all week long. Tuesday evening is the band show. Wednesday evening is Mitchell Tenpenny. Thursday evening is Justin Moore. Friday night and Saturday night are tractor pulls. Sunday evening and Monday afternoon, demolition derbies. So there is so many things going on at the fair. And also the pavilion is full of entertainment all day long, every day. So come on out to the Stark County Fair. Visit me in the Grange Hall or in the Farm Bureau building. Or running around the fairgrounds somewhere. Love to meet you. So if you listen to our show, track me down at the fairgrounds, and would love to meet you. So come on over and have some great, great fun. At the store, we have a lot going on as well. We are planning, and I mentioned this a couple weeks ago as well, we are planning a sustainable farming and homesteading workshop. We still don't have dates yet because we want to get more people listed that are interested in doing this. But please, if you know of anyone or you yourself are interested in a workshop on homesteading or sustainable farming, they sort of go hand in hand, please let us know. And all of the numbers is the same that you will be calling if you have questions or you are interested in one of our classes that we have going on, or if you are interested in a class that we haven't talked about and you would like to give us that suggestion on hosting a class on a certain topic, please let us know. Or again, like if you have questions, you can give us a call at 330-455-5997. You can email me at Cindy Petitti, that's CindyPettitti@gmail.com, and let me know of your question or your class request. Also, you can message us on our Facebook page at Anthony Petitti Organic Greenhouse, and that messaging, that's Facebook page comes to my phone, and for some reason, my notifications weren't working very well this week, but I think we've got that all fixed. And I get those messages. I'll get back with you right away. Or you can always stop out at the store with your questions or with your suggestions on or topics of classes that you would like to have. I'm at 5828 Columbus Road. We're right there on the corner of Columbus Road and Broadway. So we would love you to stop in with your questions or concerns, or just to give us a chat, and of course to pick up some plants or some product that you might need as well. Now the mums are in, and we have been bringing them up as they start to show color or cracking color. But if your planters are not looking great and you need to replace them with mums, you can always do that. About this time of the year, a lot of people are saying, my petunias aren't looking good. Can I still trim them back? You are getting a little late to trim back hard, but you always can take a little off of the side of your planters if they're starting to look leggy, if they're just not flowering quite as well. Make sure that they're not too wet. And then make sure that you're feeding them on a regular basis, because your petunias can bloom through October. A lot of times they can even handle a slight frost. So remember, you don't have to replace your planters right away. You can pull out maybe some of the flowers that doesn't look the greatest, but you can leave some of the ones that are colder tolerant than others, or some that look really bad. Leave those other ones in and then just add to it, like your mums or the ornamental kales, all of those kind of things that you can add in to make your planters look good. But, it's still summer, so don't push fall yet. Let's let fall get here in a month, and let's just still enjoy summer for a while, and let's work on our containers so that they still look like summer with petunias and geraniums and impatiens and all of those beautiful flowers, so that everything is still looking good. Remember, with all of the rain that we had this week, a lot of your nutrients were leached out of your containers and out of the ground. So if you haven't fertilized in the last 10 days, it might be a good idea to go ahead and get some additional fertilizer on there, especially one that has some additional nitrogen. That is that first number on your fertilizer bag, so that you get that nitrogen in there, and that's going to darken your leaves back up so the photosynthesis can continue to take place, and then the plant is still going to look good for you. Also, remember that middle number is your phosphorus, and that's what's going to still continue to push bud and flower for you. So you want to make sure that you're adding that as well. Remember that last number is your potash, and that's what keeps your stems strong. So you want a nice balanced fertilizer, maybe a little higher in your nitrogen and your phosphorus, so that you can still continue to have nice dark green foliage, and you can still continue to have some beautiful blooms. Now, you also want to know about where you can get produce, and we've talked about the peaches at our store from our tree and Gary's tree, but also you can get fresh local, some organic, some not, produce at the local farmers market. So remember, this morning, Alliance and Canton's farmers markets are going on. You have Wednesday night, the Tuscarawas County at the fairgrounds and the North Canton farmers market. And then on the 2nd and the 4th Friday night of each month is the Louisville. Maslin has theirs, I believe, on Saturdays also, and Jackson Township has theirs on Thursdays. So there's a lot of farmers markets where you can get fresh produce. You can also contact the Fichter Farms. They used to do the Canton Market. They are doing an order CSA program where you order through an email, and then you pick up on Fridays or Saturdays. So if you would like to get a hold of the Fichters to place an order with them on specific produce that you would want, get a hold of us, and we will get you their email information so you can get everything that you need from them. So remember, Stark County Fair starts on the 31st. Farmers Market's going on. If you need some mums, we have the mums. We also have beautiful house plants, produce. Remember the Hartzler dairy products, the milk, the eggs, the butter. Not eggs. Eggs are our eggs, but we have eggs in the same cooler. Their ice cream, their cheeses, as well as Paint Valley's dairy products. And they have a list of of dairy products from goat's milk that we carry, the unhomogenized regular milk and A2 milk if you have milk sensitivities. We carry their chocolate milk, their goat cheeses, their cow cheeses, just a wonderful array of products from Paint Valley and Hartzler dairy products. So check out our Facebook page. We have all of those items listed. Scroll down through some past posts. You will see all of those in there, or I'll go through our photos and you'll see all of those. We also have other products from the Frankfurt farm distributors, other organic products that you might want. You like organic instant coffee or organic elderberry juice concentrate, different types of organic cheeses and honey. We have local raw honey, just all of those things that you might not know that we carry. We would love you to come by and take a look, or if you can't, go to our Facebook page or check us out on Google. You can see all of those products. Well, thank you so much for getting up early and being with me again this morning. We have just so much going on at this time of the year. My head is in 1,000 different places all at once. But we just love you to mark your calendars for the Stark County Fair, and then remember other fairs as well. Tuscarawas counties will be coming up in mid-September, as well as Wayne County. Both wonderful, wonderful fairs. Thank you so much for being with me. We'll see you next week right here on The Light, 95.9 at 8 a.m. Have a great week.